Act 2 passed. Is that Lilly? Man, this route is gonna be interesting. I wake up to the annoying beat of my alarm clock. It's bright red numerals lighting up my face. It's the same alarm clock I had at home when I left you remaining on effects from my days before coming to Hanako. I'm hoping that using it will help ease my transition into this new life. No such luck though. Drugly dragging myself out of bed, I wipe the sleep out of my eyes, and reach over to my desk. I open a couple of bottles of medications ran across it, and sort of feel pills dry. But then the process started to become automatic, something I should be glad for. Give them the fibers. Feeling much more awake than before, I wander into the bathroom. I want to sound warmed up, my mind begins to wander as my new day routine begins once again. The right calls up, find what's still my mind. After what to do, girls, from whom I spend my time. What's the name? This feels seems to be moved. So much by people I don't so little about. Then again, I suppose I want normal circumstances. At least I have some to talk to now. If I from the school next door. With the time left before school begins, they are waiting. I begin to get ready for class. Walking through the door into the classroom, I notice that I'm still somewhat early. I see about 5 or 6 students smiling around, most of them looking as if they're rather be still in bed. It's only takes like this that I appreciate being a more in person. That said, 2 students in particular seem just pick as always. What? You are a rarity, Hisao. A morning person. What the fuck's a morning person? I'm a night person, man. I am a creature of the nights. It's just like the nights energize me. I feel much more energy at night than I do in the freaking day. Mornings are hell. It's people like you, Hisao, you son of a bitch. You're the reason why people always freaking get up in the morning. Because you assholes are like, oh, we gotta do stuff in it. Well, actually it makes sense. You're just lying alive. But still, bullshit. Hi, Shizune. Hi, Misha. I suddenly realized that my greeting would be lost on the former, so I quickly followed it up with a wave. She doesn't seem overly bothered. Or interested for that matter. Hello, Hee-chan! Are you feeling well? I can only assume my greeting comes from Shizune. It's not tell she's speaking as herself or Shizune sometimes. Better than most everyone else, I guess. You two seem bright and chipper. Misha signs this back to Shizune as I say it, eliciting a somewhat terse answer. For sharp and rapid arm movements or any indication. Considering that those two made such a big deal out of the festival preparations, I probably should have chosen my words more carefully. Since you're a new student, we've been cutting you some slack. Please don't expect this kind of task dodging to be allowed in the future. Misha looks as if she's about to add her own comment, but quickly goes back to interpreting as Shizune continues unabated. While your contribution to Class 3-2 stall is appreciated, word sure got around quickly, that or those two have their fingers on the pulse of the school. We would prefer your efforts to be focused on the task at hand, namely your own class. As much as I hate to admit it, they do have a point. Before I can respond though, Shizune adds something more, which brought a smile from Misha. Did you enjoy the festival then? Lecture over, I guess. Yeah, it was good. Did you two enjoy it? Shizune gives a short nod as Misha grins and bounces her head up and down. The contrast side by side is amusing. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice more students starting to trickle into the classroom. A quick glance at my watch confirms that they're a few minutes late. Look over to Hanako's seat and realize that she's already there, and contentedly reading the book. Just wonder just how long she's been there without me noticing. With heavy footsteps coming up the hallway signaling Bito's arrival, our idle talking comes to an end and I take my seat next to Misha. As the door slides open, he strides through the ponderous gate. His posture is even worse than usual, and his eyes are barely staying open. Guess my quip to Lilly and Hanako about the staff was misplaced. Everyone opens their books as he reaches his desk and the first class of the murals begins. I rub my eyes as the lunch bell rings out, glad for the temporary reprieve from work. I'm entirely unsurprised when I look over to the door and see Lilly standing there, cane in hand, patiently waiting for Hanako. Considering her acceptance of my request to join them yesterday, I decided to spend my lunchtime with them rather than eat alone. Hanako moves surprisingly fast to meet her companion, and the two enter the hallway before I can catch up. Lily's head turns slightly, registering the sound of footsteps behind her as Hanako notices and follows the lead. She almost jumps in surprise. Hisao? Hello, Hisao.
Hi. Sorry if I startled you.
Lily turns to greet me, helped in her orientation by Hanako.
Good afternoon, Hisao. Are you joining us?
If it's no trouble, there's not much else to do, really. Lily gives a small nod as if to silently brush away any idea that it would be troubling in the least. We descend one set of stairs and walk down the hallway to the usual room, our pace somewhat quicker than usual thanks to Lily using Hanako for direction rather than her cane and the railings. As expected, it's deserted. The sound of the other clubs can only barely be heard as sunlight streams into the room from outside. Looking around the room, I notice a couple of empty easels propped up against the wall that I don't think were there before. The art club must use this room as extra storage.
Should I get a chess set out? Get the chess set out.
Hanako's voice seems less tense while she's directly addressing Lily.
Yes, I'll make tea while you sort the pieces.
I can do that for you if you'd like. She ponders the offer for a moment before smiling, confirming that I've made the right choice. Her face is remarkably easy to read.
Very well, thank you.
She slides her strained cane into the handle of her bag and sets it aside against one of the table legs before taking a seat opposite Hanako. As I prepare tea for the three of us, I can hear the small wooden pieces being set on the board. Wonder how good Lily is at chess, given her circumstances. By the time I place the steaming teacups onto the table, Lily and Hanako have already moved their first pieces as they nibble on sandwiches and rice balls from their respective bags. I notice that the chess board they're using has holes in the middle of each square and pegs on the bottom of the pieces and has each dark square slightly raised. Watching Lily's fingers skating over the board, tracing out the positions of the pieces, makes me marvel a little at the simple ingenuity of the design. It must be specifically made for blind players. Here you go. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna freaking save. I wanna check that. Also, now I've got all the movies! I've never seen that one before. Technically, I hadn't seen that. Well, actually, I had seen that one, technically, I think. But I've never seen that one because I'd never even tried Lily's Rap. But, also, one thing. This right here, this bugs the shit out of me right here. I mean, this been missing for God knows how long. What track is that? Clearly, it must be some route, like, track that's only used in Lily's route, because really, I can't think of any other reason why there's nothing there. It's clearly a track missing, and it really bugs the crap out of me. Okay, 1, 2. No? Wait. Is it a different one? I am confused. Also gonna have to freaking readjust the freaking block out because, you know, got some of those CGs. But where the freaking hell is that CG? Where the what? Just, I can't freaking find it. Surely it should, but what? It's like, it's not that one. It's not that one either. It's like, where is it? I never noticed that before, but I can't freaking find that CG anywhere here. Where is it? Can't find it anywhere. What the fuck? Where is the CG? You serious, man? I thought that just what? I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be the one that like, but it only has like 1, 2. Okay, I'm completely confused, but let's get back to the plot. Seriously, that bugs me. Where was what? Because this, I was like, when I checked, because this one would clearly add another extra CG. Or maybe that's why it hasn't appeared there, is because you have to unlock all the variations of it before it appears in CG mode. I have no idea. So I was pretty sure this would be in the CG mode, because, I don't know. Maybe it has to have the other expressions on their faces with the chessboard out now, and then it'll be like, oh, now you got multiple CGs, and now it's all unlocked for that one. I don't know. Hanako gives a small nod as I put down the cup next to her side of the board. Lily's hand ventures sideways slightly, so I gently place the cup, touching the tips of her fingers, a gesture she seems to appreciate. I finally take a seat and silently sip my tea as the two play. The contrast in their appearances while playing is interesting to watch. Oh, that's a different expression. Hanako looks closely at the board, her face one of focused concentration. Lily, on the other hand, keeps her head level and maintains her calm neutrality. Where is the cat? Must be under the bed. Lily's gentle voice addresses both of us as she continues to play.
How was class now that the festival's over?
I look to Hanako to see well she'll answer first, but see that she's doing the same. Not great. Half the class seemed to be dozing off, even including the teacher, not to mention a test on top of all that. Hanako quietly adds her own agreement with this.
I can imagine that being a bit difficult for you, being a transfer student.
Well, I think I did fine, other than the shock of a test coming so early. Science is probably my best subject. Certainly not mine. How'd you do, Hanako?
Me, okay, I guess.
Hanako's too sincere to be able to pull off lying very well, that much is obvious. Lily's smile slips very slightly. From her reaction, Hanako must be skilled enough at academics to do very well without preparation. How did your class handle it, Lily? Oh, that's a different phase as well.
It went surprisingly well, actually. Only one student was absent, which was better than what the teacher expected.
I wonder who it could have been. With the topic all but run dry, the two concentrate on their chess game once again. Kenji. I can't say I've ever liked the idea of chess as a spectator sport, but given its unique nature, once I'm wrapped in watching the game unfold. As time wears on, both of them demonstrate decent skill at playing the game, having captured 2 more pawns than Hanako. Lily has the upper hand, but only slightly. Until Hanako makes a strange move with her queen, seizing upon this lapse in judgment, Lily takes the piece with her knight. Without hesitation, Hanako moves her pawn to take Lily's rook on the opposite side of the board, and promotes it to queen. Lily's face falters as her fingers move over the pieces, and she realizes that she just fell to Hanako's trap. It's a little distracting to just have the board traced out after each move, even if it's out of necessity. Judging by Hanako's lack of reaction, she must be used to this. She and Lily must have played at least a few games of chess against each other after all.
Check.
That's not bad at all. Nice, Hanako. The compliment caused her to flower into a surprise blush.
Thank you, I didn't think it would work.
I look over to Lily, her fingers having just finished tracing out the position of her remaining pieces in an attempt to extricate her king from this bind.
I think this is checkmate.
I take another look at the board to confirm. Sure enough, our king has nowhere to escape to being threatened by another piece. My earlier question as to which of them is better at this has just been answered. So it is. Lilly gives a small-sized Hanako smiles. From the reactions, this seems like a fairly usual result. How long have you two been playing?
It's since I was young.
Lilly nods at Hanako's brief answer.
Hanako taught me how to play soon after I met her. I can beat her every now and then, but that's a rarity. I don't seem to have the right mindset for it.
If Lilly came to Hanako at the start of high school and met Hanako when she moved to the dorms, that means she'd only been playing for about 1 year. Having seen Hanako's level of play, I'm not too surprised Lilly has trouble beating her.
But she's better at languages than I am, so...
Lilly gives an appreciative, a slightly amused smile at Hanako's quick refuse. There's a reversal of her compliment.
Well, that's how it is.
Much to everyone's surprise, the bell suddenly rings, heralding an end to the lunch break.
That game lasted longer than I thought it did.
Same, I guess we better get back to class. Hanako's already in the middle of packing up, so I take Lily's bag and offer it to her. To my surprise, she takes it and nods, but then places it back down on the table.
Hisao, may I make a request?
Sure, go ahead.
Would you mind if I were to quickly feel your face?
No, go ahead. Don't mind. The question takes me severely off guard, but once I regain my composure, it seems sensible enough. So far, Lily has had no idea what I actually look like, and this would be her only way to find out. CG at last! A CG with just, well, technically a sound, but outside of like CGs that appear in like common route, main route, normal route thing, and Hanako's and all that, I've never seen any of Lily's other CGs really. Lily raised her right hand, which I take in mine and guide to my face before letting go. The room is entirely silent as Lily's hand moves over and around my features, from my chin to my cheeks to everywhere else. I expect this to feel a lot more disquieting than it does. I suppose that's because the action is entirely a matter of practicality, being functionally no different to simply looking at someone's face. Her hand is soft, but what takes me by surprise is the length of her fingers, not to mention how sure even the slightest of her movements are. I have no doubt that her level of tactile feeling would be far beyond mine. Her hand briefly runs once through my hair before retreating. I'm sure that every inch of my face has been committed to her memory. It's only now, too, that I realize Hanako has been soundly watching the entire time.
Thank you for letting me do that, Hisao. And if I might add, I think you're quite handsome.
I blushed a little at her remark before raising the questioning eyebrow. But if you can't see, how...
Just because I can't see, that doesn't mean I don't have my own preferences. We'd better go now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess we'll see you later then, Lily. Moving through the hallways back to our classroom, I noticed that Hanako seems quieter than before, but also more comfortable. Lily, her hand on Hanako's shoulder, seems to pick up on her assured pace as well, smiling as they walk. If I could spend the rest of my time with you, Michael, like this, I don't think it'd be so bad. Well, that's needful joy or small exchanges of happiness, after all. As I reach my desk and set my bag aside it, I realize something, or rather my stomach does. I was so busy with this too, I forgot to buy lunch. Wop 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 wop. Katawa Shoujo. Seriously, why? It's like you learn a bit of the language and it's just like it throws that at you then, doesn't it? It's like, so you got like 70 characters for the alphabet. Yes. Oh, so you still haven't memorized? Still having trouble? Oh, well, guess what, motherfucker? There's so much kanji that people don't know how many there are. So, But what I did read about is that apparently that most of the kanji that makes up the numbers is actually like uncommon ones and common ones and all that. So like pretty much half of those are probably not even used much anyway, but still, that's freaking intimidating, isn't it? It's like learning a new language. Oh, it's an entirely different writing system, man. I mean, if it was like, say, just like, French, German, you kind of like it has that same written feel to it as English, mean, it's different, but still, you get the idea. With, like, a language like Japanese, it's completely different, isn't it? But anyway, Saturday, my second most favorite day of the week. What's his first? This is almost entirely due to the fact that it is the day with the second least amount of school, with class ending at the beginning of lunch. I imagine it's Sunday then, isn't it? You know, I remember, like, when I had school and all that's, like, 'cause it seems different in Japan, doesn't it? Like, it's just like, oh no, Saturday is like half school day. When I was in school, we had Saturday and Sunday off. No freaking half day shit for Saturday. The Saturday was the real day to go, man, because, like, Saturday was the day it's like, no school and no school the next day, so it felt like the perfect day, you know? I opened my door comfortably myself, being more than confident of being able to get enjoyment out of the fine weather and shorter class length. I comfortably stride down the hallway and down the stairs to the lobby of the male dorms. I confidently look behind me to see whose footsteps are approaching. I lose my confidence in this day being enjoyable. Hey man, sup? Hey man, what's up? Find out next time. Heck, I don't even know where this is gonna go. Probably somewhere random because it's kanji. But I'll call it a part here. Actually, I won't call it a part right here. I will save again. Save over that one. No. I have a compulsion here. Every save has to be a new save. I want to check if it's like now it's there or not. It's not! I mean, that's new. That's obviously new. Oh, 2 filler images not unlocked. So it doesn't matter then. So where the freaking hell's the other CG then? You know what, I'm gonna off screen until I find the damn thing if it's here or not. Yeah, I am completely freaking confused by that. I mean, surely it should have been counted as a CG. Why wasn't it in the freaking gallery? I have no idea. That's just weird. Also, where is... Yeah, where... Oh, it's right there, actually. I remember... What, does it just go up like that then? I remember seeing an image that showed like Lily's one kind of going over here. At least I assumed it was Lily's one. Maybe it does, I don't know. But look how jumbled that's looking now. But anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.